If you know somebody who loves cooking, who isn't employed, who have expressed an interest in Japanese cuisine, please share this video with them. So in 2021, there are two really big projects I want to start tackling. I won't complete them, but they will at least get started. The first is my book. So the book is still happening. We're just in the planning stages right now. But hopefully as COVID becomes less of an issue for international travel, that's what I'm going to really prioritize doing. And to coincide with the book, obviously, are the artisans and the bladesmiths. So I've got lots of bladesmiths lined up that are from around the world, not just from Japan, but really amazing, talented bladesmiths from around the world who make custom knives. The success of the thing that I'm going to talk about right now solely depends on how much you guys respond to it or how well you guys respond to it. We all know this phrase: give a man a fish, you feed him for a day; teach a man a fish, and you feed him for life. The latter half of that phrase is something that I really take to heart. And so I kind of look at my channel and how it's been going over the last few years. And I've been basically just giving away fish. I've been giving away knives. I have given away at this point over 2,000 knives on my channel and a total retail value of over $150,000. And it's a lot of knives to give away. And I've given, like I said, I've given my knives to over 2,000 people at this point. And I want to go a step beyond that. I want to teach a man to fish. I want to teach a person to fish. I read messages all the time in the comments section, and and these messages always stick out to me because they'll say something like, "Hey, I'm broke right now, and trying to get some money to go through culinary school. When I finally get through culinary school, I'll buy one of your knives." And these messages really stick out to me, not because it's a potential future customer, but it's because someone who is being really honest about where they're at and trying to make that dream happen so that one day they can buy a good knife. And I feel like, what if I can help make that dream come true? And there's tons of different types of cuisine out there and tons of different Western cooking schools, but because of what I do and my passion for Japanese knives, why not focus on Japanese cuisine? And so because of that, I did some research, and there are really two. So far that I've found, there's two culinary institutes that are accredited in Los Angeles that specialize in Japanese food. And so I looked at their pricing, and pricing for classes will range from like $2,000 to like $4,000 per student for like a 2 to 4 week class. $2,000 to $4,000 for a class is very expensive. But the question is, what if those $2,000 to $4,000 I invest in somebody can actually help them feed their families for life? That to me is worth it. I can't promise anything else. I can't say I'm going to commit $50,000 to this thing, but I want to start with one person, and I want to find one person that can really benefit from this. And I will pay for the school. I will pay for the education of this culinary program. I will supply them with all the knives and tools they need to complete the program and to start their career. And so again, I don't know what it's going to cost when it's all said and done, but it's going to be pretty expensive. I can't really name any names right now, but I have been in touch with a couple of different chefs who are willing to take on interns once they complete this program. So I have chefs who do pop-up restaurants. I have chefs who cater at really high-end catering events and celebrity events in LA. I have a potentially partner chef who owns a number of restaurants that they were willing to take some interns on. My hope is that once a person goes through the program and they're able to, land some of the internships that I've got lined up, that very soon afterwards, they will be able to work at a restaurant full time. So that is my big idea for 2021. How do I teach someone to fish? And how do I pay for all of that? So how do I pay for this? So basically all of the money that I'm going to earn from YouTube advertising and Patreon is going towards this program. I'm not raising any money. I'm not going to take any funds from any retailers. Well, and also I am reserving money for the book as well. So don't worry about Patreon supporters. The book will happen. Those of you who are waiting for the book, it'll happen. But I'm just going to add another component to what I'm going to spend my money on from my Patreon earnings. Now, the other big question is, how do I screen someone for this program? And the honest answer is I don't know. It's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to be inundated with thousands of messages on this video and on YouTube comments. So trying to do it through YouTube messaging is really difficult because YouTube's messaging isn't very efficient. It's not a forum style discussion. It's basically individual mailboxes or individual emails. That's really hard to keep up with. And then on Instagram, it's going to be the same thing. It's going through individual messages. And this is not an advertising for Patreon. You guys don't have to sign up for Patreon. But I'm going to open up a discussion on Patreon just for this, because on Patreon it's much smaller. I only have a few hundred subscribers on Patreon versus 200,000. But on Patreon, it allows me to have one-on-one interactions much easier, and I actually can have basically a dedicated thread just for this topic. So this is going to be happening on Patreon as well. You guys don't have to sign up. So here is where you guys can help me. Okay, so first off, I just want you guys to share this video with someone you think who may benefit or who could be potentially selected for this program. If you know somebody who loves cooking, who isn't employed, who have expressed an interest in Japanese cuisine, please share this video with them. And if they show more interest, they can reach out to me here on YouTube, on Instagram, or maybe even on Facebook. But I just want to get the message out there so that I can have people that will come alongside me and help. So the second thing is leave a comment. Now, I don't read all of the comments in all of my videos, but the videos that I say I will read all the comments, I will. Okay, and this video is that video. I will read every single comment. And maybe in the comment section, I can start by selecting 5 or 10 of you guys for interviews. I don't know where it's going to go on from there, but leave a comment if you think this is something that you might be interested in, and we can start there. If you have a restaurant, or if you are a manager of a restaurant and you're willing to partner up with me in some form or another, leave a comment in the video's comment section. Put a hashtag in your comment with the hashtag partner. I can do keyword searches in my comments section, so I do a search for hashtag partner. All of the comments with that hashtag will pop up. Please only use that hashtag if you are in fact a manager of a business or an owner of a business and you are willing to have an open dialogue with me about getting some interns or an intern into your restaurant when they've completed the necessary skills that they'll need to work in your restaurant. So this video is really just me laying out what's on my heart, what I want to do with my channel. It's been a really amazing journey on YouTube. And again, I want to stress, I'm not going anywhere. So I'm still going to be posting videos up here. I just want to, take some time and explore something that can be life-changing and life-giving for some people. I think this can give a lot of hope to somebody who doesn't have hope. So over the next few weeks, I will be making some updates and giving you guys large announcements. Probably though none as large as this one here. So, I do have some really big moves that are happening, and there are going to be some traveling that I'm going to be doing whopefully soon. And then there are some things with my studio that you guys will hear about as well. Everyone who has subscribed, is subscribed, or who will subscribe, I just want to say thank you for being a part of the Perfection family, and I couldn't do any of this without you guys, so thank you. I'm really nervous about this announcement. I'm also really excited to see what can happen. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really to be really honest with you, I'm just excited to see what partnerships will evolve from this and to see how far we can go with it. So hopefully you guys will stick around for this journey, for this adventure. And let's make 2021 an awesome year. There's probably a few dozen of you guys who have sent me angry messages in the YouTube comments and via email about the last video, posting that I'm going to allow you to buy your dream knife for $1. That is still on, okay? So I haven't done it. I haven't selected the winners because I haven't had time with all of my kids being sick and wife being sick. And then just the timing of everything, it just didn't work out. And also in December, my e-store pretty much sold out of everything. So I didn't want to just say, hey, you have a Ricky knife for this winner and another Ricky knife for this winner. I wanted to give a variety of knives away, or to sell a variety of knives for $1. It just didn't happen, but it is still on. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just go to the very last video that I posted. You'll understand what I mean. But that dollar knife, dream knife sale is still on. As knives come in over these next hopefully few weeks, I will pick the winners. of that dollar sale. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.